right, so our writer for this episode is a fellow by the name of Jim Hoof. I told you about him a while back. He was like David Greenwald's writing partner in the 80s. They like wrote movies together and shit.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, and then they went on to create that show Grimm together later on.
Yep.
Um, but anyway, Jim Koof, he's back. This is he had written Rush Hour as well. I forgot about that. So he had written 5 by 5. That was his first episode, which is a
Great one.
classic. And this is his second. He has one more this season, and then he leaves the writing staff after season two. Because he had to go write Snow Dogs and Taxi. So
5 by 5 is my number one episode. I just checked.
wow,
Still my
huge.
number one episode.
Okay. And our director is David Grossman, who's been more in the Buffy field lately. He directed Real Me and Out of My Mind. And now he's back for this one. So let's hear your notes on The Shroud of Rahmon.
Okay. We
I said
open.
Ramon last week, by the way. I announced this episode as The Shroud of Ramon.
Yeah, you made me think it was like a guy named Ramon.
Yeah, but they do specifically say Ramon multiple
Yeah.
times this episode, so I had to correct it.
Yeah, they do. We
Yeah.
open like in media res, right? We're like later in the movie, and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
it was so crazy what happened. Like
It's very noir-y.
everything went terribly." It's Wesley being like interrogated by the police, and he's like, "It was so bad, Angel." He doesn't say Angel, but he's like, "He wasn't even supposed to be there." And then we go to normal time, or not normal time. I guess this is the past, I guess, actually. And it's like yesterday or whatever. And Cordelia got a new haircut. I thought she looked like Julie Chen. You thought she looked like
Monica
Monica
Lewinsky.
Lewinsky.
Yeah.
And by the way, Wesley has movie tickets to a premiere. Why is that?
Because he's dating Virginia Bryce.
So he gets two tickets
No,
to a
no, no.
movie premiere?
I would assume Virginia Bryce got them and
She
said she
couldn't
couldn't
go?
go, and she gave them to Wesley. Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering, like, how
Because
famous
part
is he,
of,
you know?
because no, but part of this scene is reminding us that he has a girlfriend.
Right, right. Not here again, but she has talked about. She has
Yeah.
mentioned. And so he and Cordelia go to a movie. What do you think they went to? They don't really say, I
That's
guess.
a great question. I mean, judging
Probably
on the
those movies
day,
that
it
were
could
out.
be the Rugrats in Paris.
Or the Grinch.
Yeah. I bet he was that Arnold Schwarzenegger one. They went to see The Sixth Day.
Yeah.
Although Cordelia, she might want to go see Bounce. Gwyneth Paltrow, Ben Affleck.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
let's assume they went to go see Bounce.
Yeah, I think they went to see Bounce. And
Yeah,
and probably of all those movies, that would be a premiere Wesley would have a better chance of getting into.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. Gunn has a cousin named Lester.
Yeah, evidently. Weird name for a cousin of Gunn.
Why is that?
I don't know, Lester? Sounds like a fucking country name.
Lester, there's a guy in Grand Theft Auto 5 named Lester. He like owns the mechanic shop or
Yep.
something. To
Yep.
always
Yep.
contact Lester. I forgot what Lester did. What did Lester do? I don't remember. But yeah, he got a guy Lester, and Lester is like the getaway
I
driver
feel
for
like
this.
Lester might have been the name of the big fat guy in Varsity Blues.
Really? I don't remember much about Varsity Blues. I remember one like
What do you remember? The whipped cream bikini? Everyone remembers that.
no, I remember there's like a guy who hits his girlfriend with a baseball bat because she
Wait,
cheated on him.
I was totally wrong. That character's name was Billy Bob. I remembered it. Um,
Oh, it's not Lester.
I don't remember that. What you're saying. When you think of
Okay.
Varsity Blues, you remember them in this order. Okay, number one, whipped cream bikini. Number two, I don't want your life. Number
Yeah.
three, that's it.
All right, fair enough. I gotta
Hmm.
watch that again.
Great film.
Yeah. Paul Walker, I remember him. He's in it.
He sure is.
Who else is in it?
James Vanderbeek, John Voight, Ali Larder,
Oh wow.
Scott Kahn. Oh, here, this is wild. I just
Paul
looked it
Walker and
up.
Scott Conn reunite
I
and Into the Blue.
I know. I just looked up the cast, dude. Listen to this. Remember, I thought Billy Bob's name was Lester.
Right?
It's because the actor who played Billy Bob's name was Ron Lester.
Wow. I've heard of Ron Lester. Couldn't really tell you who he is.
Oh my God. Well, he lost all the weight and then killed himself.
Really?
Or I don't think he killed himself. I think he had like fucking health complications as a result of losing tons of weight.
Well, that's sad. All right. So Lester is has an upcoming mission. They're gonna like rob like a it's like a supernatural robbery, and he's like the getaway driver basically. So he
Yeah.
says, "Hey, you guys got to stop these guys or whatever." So Angel's on the case, but he goes back home, and who's in his bedroom? It's Kate. But he thinks it's Darla, and she kind of like threatens him, like I'm gonna catch Darla, and he's like, "You better fucking not, or I'll kill you, motherfucker!" Ah! He gets like really bad about that.
At this point with Angel, I think he's just like, leave me alone. What who are you? Go away.
Is she still pissed about her dad, or is she on something
Yes,
else
she's
now?
absolutely still pissed about her dad. There is one scene in this episode where you see her sitting at her desk at work, dude. And there's a shot of her desk, and you see not one, but two framed photos of her dad. It's not even her dad and her, it's just her dad.
That's
All right.
hilarious.
And I'm like, who needs that? No one has ever had two pictures of their dad on their desk at work.
Yeah, great point. Nobody ever. That's so funny. Somebody should have said something about that. But Angel has a great idea. He's gonna take over this guy Jadon, his job, and he's gonna try to look like him and pretend to be that guy. And I
Yeah,
thought he does an
he's
incredible job.
he's sort of a lounge lizard vampire from Las Vegas.
Yeah, I probably one of Boreanaz's favorite episodes to shoot. He's having a
I'm
great
sure
time.
he enjoyed himself here. Yes,
MVP Angel. What do you think?
I like it.
You don't agree?
I need to talk about it more.
Interesting. Okay. So these are the people on the team. We've got like a bunch of demon guys. There's a security guard that I think might be human, like a human
Yeah,
security guard.
he was there into the museum. Like he's just a dude who works at the
Oh,
museum.
right. And who shows up as Lester?
Gun.
Gunn show because earlier Angel was like, "Gunn, I got this. Don't even worry." And Gunn's like, "What do you want me to do? Just chill out." By the way, this episode I realized Gunn is really tall. Gunn's like 5 inches taller than Angel is, I think.
Yeah.
Like Gunn's pretty tall. Um,
What about these other two demons on the team? Because they're
yeah, there's like a
played by
red guy, I
notable
think.
actors.
Oh, really? Who do
Yeah.
we got?
The red guy you bring up was Tony Todd from the fellow who plays
I saw him in the
Candyman.
credits.
Yeah.
I never realized that I was not seeing him in the episode. That's awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
And then that other fellow with the long hair,
Yeah.
that was W. Earl Brown,
Yeah, I've heard of him.
who, I mean, I remember him most fondly from his run on Deadwood, but you would know him as, of course, Gale Weathers' cameraman from Scream.
Oh shit. Kenny? Is that the Kenny in
Yes,
the first
Kenny the
Scream?
cameraman, my friend.
Who is it? What's his name in the second one?
Uh, Dale,
No.
Dwayne.
Is it Dwayne? I don't think it's
No, I
Dwayne.
think the actor's name is Dwayne. That's why I did that again.
Damn, why am I forgetting? Anyway, Kenny, that's incredible. So Kenny the cameraman.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
All
So
right.
pretty big all-star lineup for these
What a
demons.
lineup for these demons. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, are we in sweeps? Is that why?
We are in sweeps.
We're getting Tony Todd and Kenny.
Did we promote it that way? Like this week on Angel, check out Tony
I
Todd.
hope so. We better have. That's really sweet. So that's our crew, and we're off.
Joel, by the way, Joel is the name of the cameraman.
Joel. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Did you get that on film? Yes, I got that on film. That's incredible stuff. So we go, and Wesley and Cordelia, they're just hanging out doing research, and they learn about the Shroud of Rahmon. And basically, it makes you go crazy. You lose your mind. It like takes over. You don't know what's
Right.
up, what's down. You're crazy.
It's like an invisibility cloak, but instead of becoming invisible, you become crazy.
It's a crazy cloak. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
And so they realize that, and then cut to Angel. Angel like finds it, goes in there, and then Angel loses his mind, and everybody else does too. They're all like, I don't know, are they like dumb, or are
No,
they like imposing?
I think that's just what this shroud does. It wipes your mind. It brings out your id, your worst impulses.
Yeah, I
And
didn't realize if they were like stupid or aggressive, I guess.
aggressive. I think that's what it was. Aggressive. Because they were doing things like the one guy like stayed behind to wipe the fingerprints in the elevator when he should have
Yeah,
just
I
kept.
was a bit confused.
Yeah, they were just like losing their focus or something. I mean that's part of why I never loved this episode because I don't think it's clear enough. Um
Yeah.
but
exactly.
I do like Angel in this episode, and I like that he's able to withstand the force of the shroud. Like you think he bites Kate at one point, and then it turns out that well, he did bite Kate, but he also like was able to hold up enough so that she didn't die, and then warn her to like
That's actually
you
a
know.
pretty good part of the episode. This episode's not all bad.
No, no, no. This I like this more than the Buffy one, but I think
I don't know.
when compared to the rest of season two of Angel, I think it
Yeah, we miss
by
Wolf from
by
Your
the
Heart.
end by the end of it, this will look like one of the weaker ones.
For sure, for sure. But that's fun. I like when Cordelia and Wesley show up and they start kind of going crazy too a little bit. But Kate seemed all right. Kate seemed like she wasn't like losing her mind.
Kate's always losing her mind. That's why.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Uh, so yeah, the whole thing happens. Angel bites Kate, and then Angel's like, "Gun, trust me, you gotta trust me." And I thought that was actually a cool moment because the whole time I was kind of wondering too, like, is Angel like is this like a bit? I know he's acting as this other guy, but how much of this other part is an act? And then he
It's
told
actually
Gunn like, "Wink, wink, I'm Angel."
it's
Like,
actually a perfect spot for Gunn here because he hasn't been on the show that long. So you can still see a
yeah,
point where like he can't withstand this and like he doesn't trust Angel to the point where it's like second nature. And so he could easily turn against Angel. Or has he gotten to that point? Does he trust Angel? Is he one of our guys? And I think that almost cements him as part of the team. Uh in the same way that like maybe that Tara episode did for her.
yeah. There's like that element of this could go bad, possibly. He could turn on them or something. And Angel really goes at him hard, talking about his sister. Like, just because your sister got bit by vampires doesn't mean you can act like a fucking loser all the time. So you could, in that moment, see Gunn doing something
He does
crazy.
that twice in this episode. He yells at Gunn for constantly being bummed out about Alana, and he yells at Kate for constantly being bummed out about her dad. And I'm like, Angel, you are the king of constantly being bummed out about shit that happened in the past. How could this is so
About
hypocritical? It's
people that are
unbelievable.
alive
Yeah,
too. Like was upset about like Buffy and
I
like
know.
Faith is not doing well and Darla. Like those people are alive still, bro.
Yeah,
Those people
you could go
actually
see them
lost
right
people.
now.
Yeah. He's been insensitive. But I guess we are
Yeah.
too. We're always like, get over your dead father, Kate. Like we're doing the same thing. But fun, so fun stuff there. And then back to the interrogation, Wesley's like, I promise I didn't kill Kate. Because he it's sort of framed as it's like when Kendra, right? Buff they think Buffy killed Kendra. They
Right.
walk in and Wesley is standing over Kate, and they're like, Wesley killed Kate. So Wesley says he didn't do it, and then who comes in? Kate. And she's all pale because she just lost a bunch of blood, I guess.
Yeah.
And she's like, guys, I'm still alive. And they're like, oh my God, it's Kate. So that's pretty fun. Kate's alive.
Yeah, and you just described the whole episode in basically 2 minutes, which is like
Yeah, it's
that's
really
because
fast.
this episode is like not a lot of meat on the bone.
Truly, truly, truly. But then we get to the end. I thought pretty fun ending where Wesley and Cordelia are like, wait, Angel just like bit somebody for real and drank their blood. Is he a fucking bloodthirsty animal now again? And they're like, oh no. And they cut to Angel. Possibly. He's up in his room thinking about it. And he's like, you can see like the blood in his veins from when he did it. And
Mm,
so he got a rush out of it.
yeah,
I think he's gonna go by Darla. He's gonna like turn her dream into reality. I think that's what's gonna happen. He wants it as much as she does.
it's interesting stuff. We'll see what happens going forward.
I hope so. That'd be cool. I really want him and Darla to be happy together. It's just all I want.
Really, that's
Kind of.
interesting.
Kind of.
Um,
She really
I
loves him.
she does. I have a note that you didn't bring up.
Okay.
I was
Chow Yun
really
Fat.
yeah, I was really excited by how hard Angel popped for Chow Yun Fat. He
Yo, you met
apparently
Chow Yun
loves
Fat.
him. Yeah.
He was very excited, yeah. I don't really know him. Who is Chow Yun Fat? I looked him
Which
up. I was like, don't really know him that
all
much.
right, so Chow Yun Fat, he had been like a big action star in Japan or not Japan, Hong Kong.
Oh my God.
Sorry. And so he'd done like a bunch of John Woo movies, especially The Killer and Hard Boiled. And after Jackie Chan like made his big debut and Jet Li, they'd both come to like America and like become stars here.
Right.
Then it was like, let's bring Chow Yun Fat over. He's gonna do the same thing. So we did that with him at first. He was in a couple of movies that he was like the star of. The first big one was The Replacement Killers.
Yeah.
Um, but his biggest thing by far in America was eventually he turned up in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. He's like basically the lead of that movie, and that movie was huge.
Yeah. By the way,
That
I
wouldn't have even happened by this point, though. Like literally, like Angel is just super into like the Replacement Killers and the Corruptor.
I see that he's in well, the Crouching Tiger's in 2000. Isn't Are we in 2000 or are
Yeah.
we
Oh, we are November. It would have been out by now. Yeah, that probably
That's
is what
probably the
he's
biggest
reacting
thing that
to.
he's
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably it. But he's in Dragon Ball Evolution, okay? The Justin Chatwin thing. I
Mm-hmm.
clicked on that. Do you know who's second build in Dragon Ball Evolution?
No, but I know who directed it. James Wong from
That
Final Destination.
that I think the first two of them. James Marsters.
Wow. Second build?
He plays Lord Piccolo.
He's build ahead of Chow Yun Fat.
Yeah, it's Justin Marsters, Chow Yun Fat, Emily Rossum, everybody else. Jamie Chung from the
Is there
challenge, right?
another Dragon Ball movie? We should cover those. I don't want to cover the cartoons. Definitely never. But if there's another live action, I'd do that.
I'm not sure because I think when David won the fantasy football, he wanted us to do Dragon Ball, but then
Yeah.
he changed
Can
his
I
mind.
ask you a
So there are a
question?
bunch of
Did
animated.
did James Marsters play Broly?
I don't know what Broly is.
It's the only thing about Dragon Ball that I know.
I just know
So
Goku. That's all
anytime
I know.
Dragon Ball comes up, I ask about Broly.
I only know Goku. He played Lord Piccolo.
Oh, that's not Broly.
That's crazy though. Is he on the? He's not even on the poster. That's probably I never knew that.
You should watch Caprica, the prequel to Battlestar Galactica. He shows up in that.
I'm not gonna do that. Sorry. All right. So are we? I'll give it a 2. My MVP is gonna go to Angel. My LVP, I wrote the original Jadon. I thought all the
Oh,
other actors were good. Jadon, he was fine.
that's interesting. I like that choice. Creative.
Go Jadon.
Um, yeah, I'll say my MVP. Well, I'll give it a 2 like you did. And my MVP is Angel, and my LVP is I'm looking.
Lester.
No, I liked Lester. If anything, if it's not Jadon, I'd have gone with one of the cops. I thought they were pretty generic, but
Oh yeah, I actually didn't really like them that much.
yeah, yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Which one? There was a white one and a black one, I think.
It's always safe to go with the white one.
Yeah, that's a good call. Don't, yeah, great choice.
Yeah,
Um, so there we go. My, I haven't ranked it because I didn't really know because I was like, I don't want to. It might be second to last though.
yeah.
I
Where,
think I
where?
Fall to Pieces, then Shroud of Ramon, then She.
Oh, this is better than she.
I know, then
Oh, you.
She.
Oh, I see. So which one did you have above this?
I Fall to Pieces.
I think this is better than that.
So between
Read
City
read me
of and I Fall to
mine.
Pieces.
I definitely like City of more than this.
Yeah.
Read me from the bottom of mine.
She, I Fall to Pieces, I Will Remember You, Warzone, First Impressions,
All
in
right,
the
all right, all right, all right. Fuck. Yeah, I guess third to last.
between I Will Remember You and I Fall to Pieces.
Yeah.
So we both have it third to last. We have the same bottom 3. I need to do some revising because I have like Room with a View 24 out of 30, and I really like that thinking back on
Of
that one.
course you do.
That's a really
And
fun one.
I believe I told you that at the time. I was like, you're gonna regret this.
Yeah, you did. You were right about that one. I think kind of in the moment, but I didn't want to like be wrong 10 minutes after I thought of it, you know?
Sure.
I'd rather be wrong months later when I think back later
I
because then
understand.
we forget a little less.
Yeah, then you can
So,
forgive yourself better.
exactly. So there we go. There's Buffy and Angel. Oh, Patreon. Let's read from the Patreon, right?
Yeah, and then I'll tell you what's coming up next week.
Josh Merlis
A return to
says,
form for Angel, less so for Buffy. Go ahead.
"Oh, really?
Well, it's
That's
fine.
not
It's
good."
fine.
All right. Josh says, "Yo, Dan did me dirty in our exchanges about Spike's chip. Go back and listen to the tape. He's playing me. Anyway,
I'm
move
not.
over, jam bands. Buffy's got a sweet magic eye poster in her room.
Yeah.
I don't know who that
I
is.
I didn't notice that. It's not a band. Magic Eye was the thing, Logan, that in the 90s you'd buy a book of these paintings. They were called Magic Eye paintings. And then if you stared at them and made your eyes go cross, you could see a magical second painting within the painting.
I've heard of those like optical illusion type
Yes, yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah.
I
There's
didn't
a
know that was
whole
that.
subplot. There's a whole subplot in Mallrats that is just Ethan Suplee trying to see a Magic Eye painting.
That's pretty
Um,
fun.
So that's what he's talking about. Yeah, I noticed that too. Buffy now has a fucking Magic Eye poster next to her big head Todd and it's so fucking lame.
She should get the balls poster in her room.
She should get the balls poster or at least bring the chocolate poster back.
We gotta be done seeing the balls poster, right?
I think it's over, yeah.
Oh, we gotta find the last episode of the balls poster.
It's probably the
That'll be. I'll move
finale
that
of
up in my
season
ranking
4.
one spot just for being the last balls poster episode. This episode's logic is like she predates language, so nothing is written about her. Guess that's why there are no books about dinosaurs either. There are books about dinosaurs, right?
No, no, no. But what he's saying
Oh, he's
though
making a
is
joke.
that dinosaurs predate the written word, but we
But
know
there,
all about them.
of course, he is
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
that.
So he's saying like just because glorificus predates the written word, like that doesn't mean there wouldn't be like volumes in Giles's texts that include her.
Yeah, honestly, that's a good point. I didn't think about the logic there. I thought that was actually a cool moment. You're like, oh, she's so old, but don't even have the text about her. I thought that was actually
I'm
fun, but
I'm
that's
so
funny to think about
I'm
logically.
sort of with you. I like that moment in the episode, but you can't think about it too much.
Yeah, but thinking about it like in real life context is pretty funny because that wouldn't
Yeah.
really like we have books about all sorts of shit. Uh, yeah, the big snake was funny. I hope that the snake and Lindsay spin off into a variety show. Be honest, guys. Did this snake look any better than Van Helsing? Oh, there we go. This was
Oh,
a pretty great and very serious
Logan,
episode.
I did not read that before I made that joke in the episode.
All right, I'm being bashed from all angles. I get it. This was pretty great. It's a very serious episode interspersed with absolutely laughable visuals.
Yeah,
Okay.
I kind of agree. That's right.
Pretty great and very serious. I I did like the Riley stuff. I just find so confusing. I really can't wrap my brain around like well, how we're supposed to feel. Like we're supposed to be sympathetic about that. I really don't get it. It's weird.
I think we're supposed to be worried about Riley, not necessarily sympathetic,
I
but
want him
like
to be okay
what
and
are you
happy.
doing, pal? Like where's
Yeah,
this headed? Yeah.
it's just weird the way they got there. But anyway, thanks, Josh. And then he says about Angel, see, we can have a perfectly good show without anyone wrestling a giant worm made out of old recycled Crocs. Wow. So he preferred Angel this week, possibly.
I did too, but not a great week this week. Next week
I probably preferred
is
Buffy.
okay. You ready for next week?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, Buffy next week is called Listening to Fear.
Listening to Fear. Um, is Bill Hader who played Fear in Inside Out? I was gonna guess they show up and they give him a lecture and we listen to them. Who
That
played
would have
Fear in
been
Inside Out? Was that
it,
Mindy Kaling or
it
Bill
wasn't
Hader?
out yet, dude.
Yeah, I know. I just like making stupid little jokes when I don't know what they're about. I have no idea.
Oh, I don't know who in Inside Out. I just know Amy Poehler's Joy.
Bill Hader, I was right the first time. He's Fear.
Okay. That wasn't the first time you said Mindy Kaling. I'll say that.
No, the second time I said Mindy Kaling. I
I
swear.
believe it was the other way around.
No, I swear on everything. Guys, skip back 15, 30 seconds. So
Okay.
I don't know what that was about.
And next week's Angel is called The Trial.
I'm gonna guess Darla takes Angel to court for killing her dad. And then he has to sit on trial. Be
Me,
like, I didn't
Kate,
do it. What did I say?
Darla.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. No, next week's got to be a Darla thing. There's got to be a there's like a Wolfram and Hart storyline probably. They're at a trial,
We'll see.
probably something like that.
All right, listening to Fear in the Trial next week, gang.
Is Wolfram
Be
and Hart
back.
back? Can you say that? I really hope so. I didn't like this taking a break from Wolfram and Hart.
Uh, I I don't remember.
I
I'll be
really hope
honest.
so.
I think they are, and I know Darla is.
Okay, I guess that's my main concern, Darla.
Okay.
All right. So that'll be very fun. I'm hoping we pick back up. I mean, last week we had a great last week, but
Yeah, yeah. A little bit of a downer week, but we'll be back.